What's up, everybody's Fisherman Squad. Guess who forgot their camera again going out fishing on the Middlebank boat? Yes, me, Fisherman Squad. But guess what? I'm here today. I got my fishing rod. I got TJ with me today. And yes, we said that, you know what? We're going fishing because we haven't been fishing and we want to get on some fish. Now, at the end of this video, I want you to hit the subscribe button, turn post notification on, and please share this video with a friend, okay? I'm going to see you guys when we get on something. Trust me, it's going to be an epic day. Maybe not for me, but for everybody else on the boat, it was an epic day. The last time I went on the Middle Bank, I totally killed it, crushed it, had a good time and a fun time. This time I had a good time and a fun time also. There was another little kid on the boat this time and he caught a lot. Okay, let's get into the video. Now, we get to the first stop. The bite was a little bit rough for me. I did not catch any fish at this stop. It was just not my day, but I was just thrilled to be there. TJ was very happy. He was doing very good. He caught a couple of porgies at this drop, and everybody else on the boat caught some big scalp. So, I mean, you know, that's just how fishing goes. Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you can't catch them. What are you going to do, right? So here's TJ celebrating because he caught some decent sized fish on the first drop, first drift, and it was just a fun-filled day for him. So there was a lot of screaming going on the other side of the boat. I'm like, what's going on? So I took it up on myself to run over there, me and TJ. And when we got over there, someone hooked a turtle, a huge turtle at that. So it was just a very thrilling, refreshing experience because I've never been on a boat before and someone actually hooked a turtle. But you know, we stood there, we recorded it, and we was able to get him off. The captain was there. He made sure that the turtle got off safely, and so did the mates. And everyone was just so thrilled to see this. It was quite an experience for me. I didn't even get the chance to show it to my kids yet, but I'm actually going to show them tonight because I just remembered that, you know what, I'm going to show them and let them actually see it. I've seen turtle before, but just not on a boat while I'm fishing, out fishing. So it was just a thrilling experience to see him actually get off. And here I go, I'm going back fishing, trying to get some sculp, some black sea bass, and whatever else I could in the boat. Like I said, it was just a very rough day for me out there, but you know what, that's how fishing goes sometimes, right? Like they say, that's why you call it catching and not fishing. So by the time I pulled my line up, there was nothing left on it. It was just easy pickings for the fish because I was on the other side checking out the turtle that was hooked. But that was happening to me the whole entire time. Easy pickings left and right. Easy pickings left and right. So the next time I'm going fishing, I'm going to actually bring some sandworms and see what can happen with that. Now, this right here, I decided to put a piece of mackerel on because I'm like, if I'm not catching anything, I wonder if there's like bluefish or something else down there that's scaring the porgies away on my side. But I learned a lesson while I did that. One of the mates said to me, you know what, for future reference, try not to put mackerel down because it will attract any other type of fish that you don't want it to attract, which is true. Like the dogfish will come in and the porgies will get scared away by the smell, and I never actually knew that. So that was quite something that I learned on this trip. And he wasn't rude about it. He was very professional, and I really appreciate that because he took the time out to talk to me and let me know not to do that. That's probably why I'm not catching no fish. So, hey, after a couple of minutes, I ended up pulling it back up because I seen that I wasn't catching anything. So, I mean, you know, you live and you learn. That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes, and that's how you learn as a fisherman. So this was actually the first porgy that I brought in the boat, and man, it was a monster. It was huge. It was about 15 inches or so. So he gave me a fight, and you know, I need to get a better reel because my reels that I'm purchasing are not working out too well for me. So I said to myself, you know what? For Christmas, I'm going to treat myself to something very nice, a few of them. But yeah, I brought this porgy up here. I caught him on the on the squid, on the clam. I'm sorry. I caught him on the clam, and he was a monster. So I'm going to take the time out to measure him to see how much he was. I think he came out to about 14 or 15 inches, if I'm not mistaken. But that's the type of fish. That's the type of fish you're going to catch when you go on the Middlebank boat. They put you on fish. I wasn't disappointed, even though I didn't do so good this trip. But like I said, everyone else, they did excellent with some big porgies. And I'm looking right now for my ruler to measure him. And yeah, he was about, say, 14 or 15 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Just about that. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I think. Yep. 15 inches he came out to from the head to the tail. And that's a pretty big scalp. And, man, I love to catch them like that because they don't fight as hard as the little ones do. To me, the little ones fight a little bit harder than the big ones. For some reason, I just don't know why. If anyone ever experienced that before, comment below in the comment section and let me know when you're catching a fish and they're a lot smaller, if they fight a lot harder than the big ones that you usually catch. Yep, one thing I'm going to tell you, the porgies were chewing. They were hungry. So I was catching them. Yes, I was. Even though, like I said, I didn't catch that much, but I'm happy with what I caught, So they were chewing. And there were some nice jumbo ones coming up. Yes, look at this one. Very nice one. And yeah, he's a keeper. He was fighting, man. He was fighting. Keeper for my dinner plate. Yeah, nice porgy. Nice, beautiful porgy. Okay, so right here, this porgy you're looking at, this guy caught this big porgy, man. Oh my God, that was like at least 18 inches, if I'm not mistaken. And that was the start of the show. And that's all his catch right there. He did excellent on the boat. Congrats to him. All right, back to me now. I'm pulling in a sea bass, and he's small. He's very small. He wasn't a keeper. They were chewing also. I didn't catch a lot of those on my line, but everyone else caught a good amount of quality sea bass on the boat. And, it's good to see them coming up. But I'm just waiting for blackfish season. Usually when blackfish season comes along, that's when you see all the big sea bass coming out of the woodwork. They're like pairing up together or something. I just don't know. So once blackfish season starts in a couple of days, it's gonna be on. Trust me. He swallowed the hook here. I really had to go in and get it and put him back. Yep, he really swallowed the hook. As I was fishing again, I heard screaming. I ran around to the other side. A huge weak fish, a big one, and they were also catching a bunch of weak fish. I would say there were probably about, let me not quote myself on that, but I think there were probably about 15 or more weak fish that were caught in the midst of about 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes, like a school came through, and they were just catching them left and right. That was very awesome. So this fish that I'm about to pull up right now, I had no idea that I would be pulling it up in the middle of the ocean because I usually never catch them when I go on the boat. A Searobin, but I knew it was him because he was swimming towards me. Now, these fish are very good eating if you know how to cook them. All you have to do is take the head off, or you can just fillet them, fry it up, use it for fish tacos, anything that you want. Some people call it poor man's lobster. Well, that's what I call it also, because it's a very tasty fish. It tastes better than some of the fish that I see people trying to catch on a daily basis. Okay, so this guy gave me a huge fight, and I thought he was a keeper, but when I measured him, he was about 15, I think, 15 inches, so I did not want to keep him because he's not a keeper. I put him back, and yeah, he was huge, man. I was kind of disappointed because I'm like, you know what? He looks like he's a keeper. So, I measured him and I ended up putting him back. It was a double header on my line also, as you can see. There's a baby, and then there's the big one. All right, so this is closing towards the end of the video here. I saw a guy with this bluefish, and I told him that I'd trade him 2 big porgies for the bluefish because I haven't caught a bluefish in so long, and I really wanted to do a catch, clean, cook, and he was nice enough to do that. So I got the bluefish, and yeah, look at the teeth on this joker. Excellent fish. Just like that, guys, the trip is over. We are off home to enjoy the fish that we caught, and it was a very fun-filled, nice, decent trip. I'll be seeing them again next week. I wanted to go last week, but it's been raining. The weather has been terrible, so they haven't been out. And I'm hoping if Middlebank, if you guys are watching this, please, can you do a bass and blue strip, Please. I saw how you guys did the other day. Let's do it again. I want to come on the boat. So what's up, everybody? It's Fisherman Squad. I'm so sorry I haven't posted a video, but you're going to get this video tomorrow, Saturday morning, early. So we went out, me and TJ, we went on the Middlebank boat this week. For me, it was okay, but the entire boat had a blast. The last time it was reversed, remember? I was catching fish back to back. We was having so much fun. I was having so much fun. But for me, this time it reversed. Excellent boat, great boat. You're always going to catch stuff. But I just had a bad day. They caught a tremendous amount of weak fish. This is my catch right here, what I caught on the weak fish when we went. On the Middlebank boat when we went. I caught a huge Searobin. Like, porgies, I always catch porgies. But look at this porgy. Oh, my God. Star of the show right there. A nice bluefish. I actually traded this guy for this bluefish because I wanted the bluefish, and he actually gave it to me. That was pretty nice of him. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so huge porgy, nice bluefish. Yeah, so we're gonna fillet these guys up, cook them up, see what tastes the best. And you guys see me fillet tons and tons of fish on this channel. I don't think, you know what, I'm just gonna do it anyway. It doesn't matter, right, guys? Okay, so huge porgy. Look at that. Look at that bluefish. Okay, let's scale the bluefish up. Let's get him scaled and cleaned up and fillet him because I want to keep the skin on him. Bluefish does not have thick scales like porgies. They're like very thin and easy to get them off. So it's not like porgies where you hear the like the scraping of the scales. I decided to scale him because I wanted to keep the skin on when I'm cooking him. Oh, man, so, yeah, I haven't cooked a bluefish in a long time. I was very happy to get him, and I'm going to actually try to go out to see if I can catch some this week because I want to catch some monsters, because I know that they're out there. It's just to get there to catch them. And look at the teeth on these guys. You cannot play with these guys. Look at the teeth on that. He will bite you if you put your hand in his mouth. So here I go, and I'm gonna fillet the fish up. I need to start a GoFundMe for a fillet knife because the fillet knives I've been using is just not that sharp. I need to find somewhere to go and sharpen them up so that I can get the job done in a timely manner and stop playing horsing around when I'm trying to fillet the fish. But this one did a pretty decent job. I wish it was a little bit sharper, but I'm gonna actually look into some good knives. And yes, I forgot to bleed the fish. Please do not try to kill me in the comment section about not bleeding the fish. I know I should have bled the fish, but there was just so much going on my mind for the last couple of weeks. It's all good. Now, like I said, the porgy, huge porgy, Look how hard it is to get the scales off this guy. You see that? As compared to the bluefish, it's like nothing. The scales on this guy is so thick. Like, you got to really dig into him to get them off. The bluefish, it was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, you got to be scaling, and you know, you got to watch out for the fins when you're scaling, because, man, and the spine, I forgot to cut the spine off. Those will stick you. They'll get in your hands, and if it breaks off in your hand, you're going to be in trouble. But it was a lot of thick scales on this guy. But you know what? We got him up because I wanted to fillet him up, because my son loves to eat porgies. He just has a different kind of love for it. So that's why I decided I'm going to fillet this big boy. And I'm happy. I never actually filleted porgies like that before, but when I catch them this big, that's what I'm going to do. Look at the dorsal spine on this guy. Oh my God. You see that? You see all that? Okay, guys. So there's my fillets right there. You have your bluefish, your porgy, and your Searobin. The bluefish meat looks a little bit darker than the porgy meat, so I don't know how it's gonna taste. I haven't had bluefish in a long time, but I'm excited to try it. So I'm gonna clean them up, season them up, and get them on the stove. Right now we got some rice right there. And we're gonna have some asparagus to go with the rice, all right? All right, so let me season these up, guys. Seasoning everything right here. This is a Jamaican seasoning that I use called Maggie's. Okay, get it with that. Okay. Just once the porgy gets a little heat, the bluefish a little heat. That's it for that. Some garlic powder here. Some seafood season. That's all I'm gonna use, nothing else. That's it. That's all. Okay, guys, look at that rice. Nice, lovely, fluffy. Oh yeah, look at that. That's done. All right, just stir the rice up a little bit so it don't stick and burn at the bottom. Okay. And let it dry out now. That's it. Here we go, guys. Some olive oil. That's what we're gonna use to make our fish. I'm gonna take this and put this underneath the rice, guys. This is a life hack. If you want to make nice rice, guys, you take the thing, one of the things underneath the fire of the stove, and put it underneath the one. Turn your stove down low. It's gonna come out lovely, okay? All right, so this is what we want to do right here. All right. I'm just gonna grate some garlic and drop it in there, guys, and let that burn a little bit. Once I put the fish in, you'll see, okay? All right, guys, here we go. Some big fillets, man. Season side down first. That's our bluefish. Now, how we're gonna tell the difference of the fish, as you can see, is because I left the skin on them. Okay, man, that's plenty of fish. Okay, there we go. So bluefish, porgy, bluefish. And I seasoned the other side while they were laying down flat in the pan, guys. This is gonna be delish. Man, that looks great. Look at that, guys. The only thing is that the porgy is flaring up. You see that? The bluefish is just straight up, but the porgy is flaring up. I can't wait to eat it, man. Jesus. Right, guys. Okay, I'm done. There it up. Here it go. So this is the Searobin, bluefish, porgy right here. Okay, yeah. Let's see what tastes what. Okay. Searobin. Crunchy. Nice. Flaky. Bluefish. Sweet. Mmm. Porgy. Porgy. Look at that steam, baby. Very nice and moist. I love it. So guys, I'm gonna eat this food up. Sorry this video is so short, but I just don't have the time. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn the post notification on. And everybody, have a good day. I'm out.